Hi, Sarah.
Hello, Pernilla.
I'm really excited about the upcoming workshop in Warsaw in September later this year.
So am I.
Yeah, so I have a few questions I'd like to ask you.
Wonderful.
What is the essence of this workshop?
Oh, this workshop brings together the three approaches to human change and development that I have found to be most effective. It brings together a resonant use of language, because when we use language in ways that are connecting rather than divisive, then all of a sudden brain change starts to happen. And it's such a delight and wonder to see people making deep change. So the first thing is this resonant language. The second thing is learning more and more and more about how the brain works. And as we learn how the brain works, it's almost like we can set up this little compassion platform inside of our own being where we look at ourselves and we say, oh, of course I'm reacting right now. Of course I'm upset. Of course I've lost my temper. Of course I've done something that I wish I hadn't done. I can really see why that happened. There's this gentleness and self-compassion that enters the experience of being human. And then the third thing, which is so exciting, and I'm so excited that you have invited me to come and bring this particular piece in, is the constellation work, the work where as a group we get to harvest the wisdom of each of our bodies in contributing to one another's experience of deepening and self-connection. So for example, I was working in Germany just recently, bringing this particular combination to the work that I was doing in Germany. I was working with a woman who experienced sexual trauma when she was a small child, and she was 67. She told me, I have never felt safe in my entire life. And so we began to work. We worked with constellation work. We worked with the resonant language. We worked with the way that we can make both so precise when we understand the brain. And by 15 minutes into this process that we were doing for her, she said to me, I feel safe. I have never felt safe before. So this work that we'll be doing is, as you know, it's really for anybody who wants to heal, and it's also for people who want to learn how to leverage their own skills and understanding. Because as we begin to think about and talk about how we're bringing our knowledge of the brain into what we choose to do as supporting people for others, we begin to find such effective and efficient ways to move with people. It lets us choose with such care how to bring whatever tools we have. We'll be playing with the constellation work, but this is an approach that can be integrated and used in any modality.
So the picture that comes up for me as you speak is microsurgery almost.
Could you repeat that again?
Microsurgery.
Yes, microsurgery, absolutely. Yes. Where have the parts of the brain become entangled and stopped working effectively and each having their own voice? So in the example that I was just talking about, we have circuits. We have a fear circuit, we have a sexuality circuit, we have a care circuit, we have a rage circuit. And when we've been, for example, this is not the focus of this workshop, but just as an example, if someone has experienced a particular kind of abuse, then those circuits get intertwined. So if someone who loves us very much is physically violent or drinks and is unpredictable and scary, then our circuits for care and fear become intertwined. And when those circuits become intertwined, it's really hard to figure out how to make good choices for ourselves. Because it's almost like fear is so intertwined with love that we'll often choose people that are scary to love because it feels right. But once we disentangle those circuits, we get to make different choices.
And it's actually possible to heal that and to disentangle those entangled network circuits.
It's not only possible, it's like our brain is waiting for it. Our brain is standing at the brink of flight saying, please disentangle me.
Oh, yes. Oh, it sounds so promising. Okay, let me ask you the next question.
Sure.
Yeah. Just to be clear, who is this workshop for?
This workshop is for anyone who would like to either begin to integrate how to bring a knowledge of the brain into their own modality, or for people who love constellation work and want to experience it in a new way, or for people who love nonviolent communication and want to feel it get really expansive and big, or for people who just really want some personal growth and transformation and feel like they've been stuck for a while and that they'd like to have a chance to experience their own brain being on the brink of reaching for healing.